I'm very proud of you.
Serious poker then.
Also, Florian did not manage, so you did well.
Florian hasn't risen yet.
Seriously?
You did well. Florian did not. Yeah.
I heard that some bad people had a party here. Bjorn. That's why he's sleeping there. Look at him.
He's actually asleep, right? Or is he actually? No, he's reading.
He was making lots of noise.
There was a party last night. I heard that too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why nobody could sleep. Bjorn was probably.
Did you do some late night baking, or why was there flour all over the kitchen?
Okay, there's an answer here. It's going to be on camera.
Playing games.
With flour.
No, the game, the card game, the Connect Four or something, and whoever wins gets to tell the other person to do anything. So I told him to put flour over his face.
And he did that because he's such a nice person that he.
Oh, he lose. It's the rule. So I didn't make anything, but we did play with the flour.
Yeah, I was one.
You're either the most adept at any of these games, or you're the most adept at cheating and nobody notices. And either way, I'm impressed. So congratulations.
She's going to also win the Radiohead part of the competition. Yes. What was Radiohead's last studio album?
Last album, the Moon Shaped Pool.
The Moon Shaped Poo?
Moon Shaped Pool. 2016.
I don't know that album.
It's a different kind of. I think it's still experimental, but it doesn't sound like the first album.
The Moon Shaped Poo.
Well, if it would sound like the first album, it would probably be difficult to sell because people already have the first album.
Yeah, it's all the same style.
Ah.
What's the name of the bass player?
The bass player.
Good morning. Can we start with the happy quiz?
Good afternoon.
I'm only 3 minutes late. And the workshop is going well, I see.
Yes, we're already done.
Oh,
We had a very successful workshop.
I didn't know you could fit 90 minutes in 3.
We were very efficient. Also, the delta between this and the last was not that.
We made you some salmon with your capers.
That does not look like salmon with capers.
Exactly, that was my point. It's capers with some salmon added.
No, look, it's very good. You should try it.
Good if you like capers.
I don't even like capers. It's not that capery.
Okay.
Here, there's a bit there you can taste it.
No, there's also proper bagels. Go and have a proper bagel and have some of this, and
Try
then.
this. Capers with salmon and cream cheese. It's like we'd like some sugar with your coffee. We'd like some coffee with your sugar.
No, I'm gonna stick with the sugar, thanks.
See how we...
Why would I waste perfectly good sugar?
That's right, we got a cup of coffee. Because I made coffee that wasn't like ridiculously strong.
He's come here for the workshop.
Yes. You're even early. You did well.
I did well.
Yes.
I know.
Who else is not here?
Also not here.
Yeah.
Well, the there.
I mean the greater here, as in this room.
The who?
Is everybody here?
4, 2.
I think Werner isn't back from his call yet.
Yes, we're all here. I think. In theory, except for Bam.
Werner is having a call. He's probably gonna arrive any minute.
So next time we agree that I will rent the same car and we bring a grand piano.
Okay.
Or maybe electric.
No. Next time we're gonna get the proper castle that already has a grand piano.
Oh, yes. I like it.
In the music room.
In the music room, yes. Well, in the music hall. In the music hall.
Well, you gonna lead that discussion with CGM about the budget. It needs to be across from the bar.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm sure we can get a castle big enough that has its own bar.
I'm fairly certain that there are several Irish castles for rent
Yes.
that have a bar.
Excellent. We'll take one of those.
Like
I would even be surprised if the number of Irish castles that you could rent that have a bar would not greatly exceed the number of Irish castles you can rent that do not have a bar.
yeah, I was gonna say whether it would be possible to find an Irish castle for rent without a bar.
Probably like some,
Yeah.
but you need to look real hard.
Yeah, exactly. Probably, possibly.
Bagel.
Donut.
The what?
However you want to call it.
I don't know. I thought you were saying you're like playing, games.
No, would you
Good.
the famous baked goods game? Would you like some breakfast?
But we're gonna have lasagna at 11.
We're gonna have lasagna, probably not at 11, but I mean, extrapolating from the adherence to schedule in the last few days. If it was scheduled for 11, it's probably 1:45.
Well, we'll have it before the salmon.
Not necessarily. You can have some salmon now.
Yes. But
Yes.
the toaster is a little bit slow, and I'm still waiting for my bacon,
Okay.
which is the bread donut. Or is it
It is something
donut.
similar.
Sweet bagel?
Is een slag minuut om en eigenlijk nog een slag.
Why not?
Stille haast.
Bitte?
Stille haast.
Stille Haus. Nochmal?
Zei het al niet.
Sag nochmal.
Is een slag met nu om en eigenlijk nog een slag.
Nein, seid mir nicht.
Zei het al niet.
Seid mir nicht.
Ja.
I'm uncultured.
Ja.
Oh, my bagel. It's looked done, but it pretends to be done. Yes, but I didn't like. And I realized it's only after.
You were saying breakfast. This is bagel.
Ja. With salmon, salmon cream cheese.
Salmon anymore.
What?
He wants to see my reaction to the salmon.
No, he's just because it's not his recipe. He's just.
You want half a bacon?
You try it first.
Alright. Alright.
Would you like some salmon with your capers?
But I like some salmon with my capers. I'm about to find out.
No, go big. Like this.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Go big? What is go big? This
Not
is
just the full.
Do it as if.
What as if? It's the last time I'm cooking anything for you.
Until Castle 2. We have to start practicing our food cooking.
Alright. I'm going to try. It's good.
Look, his face of disappointment.
After all this drama, it's just
It's a bit capery, right?
It is a bit capery.
All in all, you have to suffer
There
too.
could-
I
there
don't
could be a
even
bit
know
more
what caper is.
Capers.
Small green.
K-berries, they grow here a lot.
Wait, what? That's not quite right.
Don't listen to him. But I think you know
It's
that.
really not that bad. I had most of it. Look.
What do you mean it's not that bad?
Can you try? Just try a little.
Good.
Like a bite.
Yeah, but the landscape has changed significantly and the behavior of consumers has changed significantly. So in the past, they couldn't.
Might be alright. I expected
You want
it
some?
to be awful, but
Would you like some?
okay. No,
No?
Just the capery stuff.
Just directly out of the bowl.
no.
No?
Yeah, yes.
So much pressure. So much pressure. Would you like some food? Oh, the big decisions in life.
Do you want the capery stuff?
You can also have half a bagel.
You have that.
That's like almost a quarter.
Yes.
And the capery stuff.
Yes.
And the capery.
Or 4/16.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Whatever we said is right, people are just said.
It actually is very nice. in a capery kind of way.
Yeah. You bought the capers in that quantity, so
Yes.
we were forced to use that quantity of capers.
As I said, those
One
capers have
unit.
been with me for many months.
1 unit each.
It was made from integer amounts.
Yeah, exactly.
One unit of capers, 1 unit of salmon, 1 unit of cream cheese, 1 unit of shallots.
Shallots?
Yes, because I didn't find the capers originally.
Oh, okay.
And so, well, just the salmon and the cream cheese is a bit.
Given what you just said, it came out very well. The salmon in the non-working fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the.
It was a progressive salmon cream cheese
Yes.
spread, because first it was revealed that you had shallots,
Mm-hmm.
and then you used the shallots, and then it was revealed you also have capers, and then you used the capers.
Mm-hmm.
Then they decided to use the salmon.
No, the salmon was kind of planned in from the start.
Actually, it was quite
First I
nice.
only used half of a top of cream cheese, and then I thought, what are we going to do with half of a top of cream cheese? And then, well, might as well.
No, this is really appropriate food making.
Yeah,
Finish your stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
like the gala dinner yesterday with the title "What We Had in the Fridge."
Yes. Exactly.
We've actually done very well with the food. We'll have very little food left.
That is not accurate.
I think we could.
We have.
Left. The food that is in the bin is already gone.
You have not have a loading in the freezer, haven't you?
Which freezer? We have a freezer?
The one next to the fridge.
I didn't know we had a freezer. Okay. It's on ours.
Yes. No, not the chips. The various things I vacuum sealed.
Oh, okay.
It's not that much actually, but the things I vacuum sealed are actually still edible, whereas the things that were just haphazardly put into the fridge may or may not be considered a biohazard at this point.
So for anybody else who's going to run a castle in future, would you recommend they buy less food?
I would recommend that they consider not only what food they need, but also what order they should schedule the recipes in order to make sure that the things that had a chance to go bad
I think
are used first.
Incremental food buying, I think, also is what makes sense, because you basically otherwise you cannot get everything for everything, and then
Yes.
some-
Also, I would recommend for future shopping trips to not just aggregate by summation for the shopping list, but have a sense of in what constellation this stuff is actually used. So ingredients could be pre-grouped by recipe, rather than we have a total quantity of stuff, and then the first recipe just starts using part of that stuff, and then the second recipe is kept wondering where all the stuff went.
Right.
Logistics.
We never tried this before. So I still think we just
So if you have some smaller bins, you basically dump all the ingredients from
Yes.
one meal into that, and then it's
Yes,
there.
exactly.
Okay, pack meal shelves on the fridge.
But I think the incremental buying also basically helps to do the same
At
thing,
least two
right?
shopping runs.
Tea coffee?
Yeah.
Because then no matter how bad
I mean, we ended up doing 2 shopping runs, right?
We did.
So
This is tea.
to get a little bit less, and then even I mean,
But there's also what he considers coffee.
that part could be
You don't
done
consider
daily.
that coffee.
I'm not a coffee person, but I hear there's different opinions on
Happens that Clifton has
the amount of coffee that's supposed to be in your coffee.
Yeah. So
too
now,
little.
should we go here again? Then he knows this, right?
Well, there's what he considers too much, and there's what other people consider not enough.
Have we really gone through like 2 4-liter bottles of milk in the last day? Wait, how?
Also, there are people who are young at heart.
Oh, Christmas pudding,
Cookies.
Yes.
and there's also the other one. There's the other vaguely cake-shaped
Yes, well,
thing.
The Belgian chocolate something or other.
What? No.
No, that's actually what it is. I'll show you.
Belgian.
Chocolate milk. Oh,
Belgian chocolate
pudding.
sponge pudding.
Oh yes.
Yes, we
Also
have.
sounds nice, but I wouldn't put this one on fire.
Ooh, no. We'll put this one on fire later.
Gold dust included. This is where the budget went.
I only get you the best. Yes, I would say gold dust included. Gold dust included, yeah. Wow.
I wonder what they actually use because it's probably not gold.
Gold in those quantities is probably really cheap.
Yes, but it's still.
It's gold is gold. To
All right,
microwave, to steam. We're gonna microwave.
Oh, you don't want to try steaming?
And this is just served cold while on fire.
No, served hot.
While on fire.
With
But you-
hot alcohol, flaming, and falling off the edges onto the ground and people screaming. That's normal.
Well, I mean, have you ever had Feuerzangenbowle?
Oil the salmon portion, is that not what we just had?
No. Feuerzangenbowle.
Oil, salmon, roller.
Close enough.
Salmon balls.
Zangen.
Sangen.
Zange is like tongs. Bowle is like a bowl. And Feuer is fire.
Fireball tongues.
Yes, fire tongues bowl.
Doesn't matter what's in the bowl.
It's essentially a
Glühwein.
it's Glühwein. It's something quite similar to mulled wine. And then you have a cone. So sugar used to come in cones, right? For how it was made historically. So you get one of those
The gold is not actual gold.
suspended over
Very
suspended over the bowl. Drench the sugar cone in rum. Usually we use the bigger brother of the stuff Klaus brought.
Was that 60%?
Yes, that was 60%.
But you can get an 80%, right?
There's an 80% version, which is not intended for drinking pure,
And it's not sold in Switzerland.
and it's not sold in Switzerland. You
And
cannot
may
get it.
only be imported in small quantities.
Yes,
By private persons.
yes
not
for
by
for
companies.
for non-commercial use. And then you drench this thing in essentially ethanol.
Yeah.
And then you ladle more ethanol over it while setting it on fire.
Yes.
That sounds good.
That sounds great. That's what we're going to do tonight.
With the
Probably
We're going to take whiskey or alcohol, whatever it is.
60% rum.
60%. Boil it.
no.
Yes.
You don't boil it.
You heat it.
You gently
In
heat
the
it.
microwave until it gets boiling.
Gently heat
No,
it.
not the
Then you
microwave.
throw it on
No, no,
the
no.
thing.
Oh,
Throw it on.
we're doing it properly.
Because you really don't want it to boil.
Okay.
It should not boil because then you lose the alcohol.
Yeah.
It should
Oh.
just be heated gently.
Oh.
Same thing with Glühwein, right? If you want to make Glühwein virgin, you just boil it.
What's the evaporation temperature of alcohol?
Alcohol and water form an isotrope, so it's actually kind of difficult to get them apart. But if you heat it above 80 degrees C, you definitely get rid of the alcohol.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we really don't want that. Water catches fire poorly.
Yes.
That is, it is possible to have water catch on fire, but you need to heat it quite. You need to heat it quite a lot.
Can we just drink it
The whiskey.
as is it?
Yes, but
No,
it does
but
not
the
set
cake will
pudding
be
on fire.
very dry,
Yes.
Then you drink it, you eat the cake.
And then you light it on fire?
and then you light it on fire. No, I would not.
No, it's not
Or
possible.
look, order of operations is important.
Yes.
We should start soaking the pudding anyway.
Soaking the pudding?
Yes,
Yes.
you need to soak it to set it on
I
fire.
have
It's not
never
just
heard
the
that
surface.
before.
It's not just the surface fire.
This is not an expensive pudding. This does not have a large volume of alcohol inside.
It probably.
And that starts now. I'm sorry, Luca.
May I remind you to your edict of this being a dry house?
It is,
Being a dry house.
That's why he wants to boil
This,
it. That's why he wants to boil
may
it.
not.
It was a
In this case.
It was a reasonably dry house. Wine with dinner is very European.
Yeah.
No, it's a reasonable dry
Yeah, so you mean it is a dry house in the sense that the roof is not leaking?
Not as wet as it could have been, or potentially should have
Given
been.
the weather outside, yes, that's a good definition of a dry house. I agree.
This needs alcohol.
So this is for after the workshop, which has started.
No, when it's for. This is for sometime today.
This is the workshop.
Well,
The workshop.
if we want to get some excitement on tape, then
Oh, we're definitely gonna set this on fire on camera. Yes.
Well, the
Just
question is,
for
not the workshop. Yeah, after.
no for the insurance claim, right? So
I mean, we will set the pudding on fire, but will the pudding set the fire alarm on?
I would hope not.
There's not that much fire that comes. It doesn't last that
Fair
long.
enough.
No, I mean it's
I don't know how far.
fi-
Where the breaker is, so it's okay.
we know the one that is labeled.
There, it'll be okay.
No, look, I've been doing Foyotong Bole for years. I know how to set things on fire such that only the things that are supposed to be on fire are on fire.
That's good. I honestly thought.
It would be bigger.
Yes.
So did I.
Especially with the amount of volume
Yes.
that is left in the container.
Half of the volume is not used.
Yes.
Isabel,
This is it's like
For the whiskey,
it's
to soak it in.
I can assure you this is not how that works. But I mean, this is a perfect example of shrinkflation, right, Bruno?
It has gotten smaller.
Yes, but it is for its size, it is quite hefty.
Yeah, no, it's pure lead. This is what puddings are. It's pure lead.
I better drench it in whiskey
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
What like my
Okay, now
is that
the Jameson crested here. It's a good quality Irish whiskey.
this is 40%? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Meh.
The famous Jameson on his own.
Yes, that's here. Florian, make sure it's safe.
Very good. May I?
Of course. Is it good?
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, this is great.
Whiskey crested, yeah. Good one.
Also,
Not
for
normally used thing.
reason,
Yes.
people in this country do not know how to do foil sealing.
You have to cut them off.
Not for
Then why
€5.
does it have a tape? A tab? A tab? It's
Because the factory makes it with tabs on.
yeah. Now it doesn't have one anymore. So see, it's I fixed it for you.
Ooh, look at this. You gotta put some cheese in the middle as well.
Yeah.
All the cheese. There's a selection of fine cheeses to put in the
We're
lasagna.
gonna have the.
It does work, right?
It looks spectacular.
Or rather, it looks like it will turn out great.
You have to cut whiskey open.
Okay.
Before we put it onto a plate, we just have to cut this open and put whiskey on top and let it soak through. No, we're not going to burn it yet. We're just going to let it soak.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Just pour.
Yes. Ja, hallo. Sorry, Mr. Hans Kortschein.
Maybe.
Just cut a hole in that. That's all we need to do.
Surely we don't want to lose any of the good Jameson.
No, we'll put it into here.
Oh, a big bowl.
And just let it soak in for a few hours.
I can already see us coming back.
That is.
like in half a day and being like, what was this weird thing that we put on the counter?
I'm not sure this makes a
At least you know
makes
the
much of a
whiskey
difference.
will be preserved.
Yeah, let me jump a bit more in here. Looks like the top isn't covered.
Top and cover.
Top and cover. Top and cover.
Yeah. That's maybe before this all evaporates away. Yeah, might as well.
Ja, genau, bringen wir das so an, dass das fällt. Und hier können wir doch den Ding da verbinden. Ja,
The one that was being built. With the working propellers that are no longer attached.
I think camera limited.
Oh. See?
Taking proper.
There were once propellers and wings in that plane.
Oh. Kind of good.
okay.
Well.
All these pictures have to be kept because they're going to be handed out as prizes at the challenge.
Now they go into the gallery, into the making of exhibition.
Pictures on the fridge.
Yes. They'll be taken down.
This is a heated game of poker.
Hmm.
Players are angry.
So is Stefan's bet
Yeah, they said
4 and 1 octopus.
I'm not even.
exactly. You're still winning.
Oh my
I
god.
fail. We're gonna let them enjoy. I fail.
Easy money. Okay, we are the team for the quiz later. No, you're not.
I'm not.
It's not gonna make
There's
us
the
win.
team.
So what
We're in the team for the quiz.
I'm in it first.
what's the quiz about?
We're one team together.
See?
Weird shit only she knows.
So who's in it now? Luca, team up with me. More like technical questions.
There's no more technical questions.
Bible. You.
Bible questions.
Bible questions. You will definitely not want me for Bible questions.
There's also a whole section on alcohol, so Luca will be good for this.
Okay. Maybe Stefan.
I'm not sure. Luca is more sort of chemically.
If it's about the chemicals, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just like good at sampling.
Come on, I need a teammate. Teeny's not in here anymore.
Me. You're the race. Let's play.
So the octopus is the dealer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
The infamous famous. This sport is famously infamous.
You mean you're losing money?
No, but that other one is more interesting.
So just to keep with the tradition of making a schedule and then throwing it out of the window.
The castle workshop is starting now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, it started 28 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were delayed by the chefs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can check.
Well, you wouldn't be as delayed if you had more people helping, right?
Right.
Well, I mean, there's this stereotype about Austrians being a bit slow.
I have something.
Now it's almost.
You first.
We are almost ready. Now it's fine.
Yo. Do you want a backing thing to make it slightly less floppy?
Yeah.
Can you actually when you're painting, you maybe want to angle this down a bit? Oh, come on. You made it really tight. Ugh.
I didn't want it to move.
Okay. Now the camera can actually see what you're doing.
I'm the world's worst painter, though.
Probably not.
I'm pretty poor.
I'm not disputing that, but I've seen worse. Is this castle on the hill?
Church on the hill.
Church on the hill.
It may look like a kennel, but it's not.
Oh, it even has a lightning rod.
Yeah. That's a cross.
Might also be a Yagi antenna for
An artist.
TV reception. But then again, have you noticed that churches do actually have lightning rods?
They do. They use in movies.
Isn't that kind of a vote of non-confidence into the Lord? I mean,
The Lord is looking after you, don't worry.
but then why do you need the lightning rod? Now we also got the blasphemy in, so something for everybody.
We're looking at this from straight on, so... Try not to get a perspective completely wrong. And I did.
Well, is this 1 point, 2 point, or 3 point perspective?
Single phase perspective.
Single phase perspective. 230 volts.
I'm not an artist.
Well,
You can see.
well, art is subjective. Also, the scaling is interesting.
The church
Those
is
are-
a long way away. The church is not crossing the bridge.
It's not?
No.
I thought they built a church on the bridge.
Look, it'll be worth money later.
You mean if it's the only surviving thing from before the apocalypse? Keep it safe.
Keep it safe.
But then again, if it's the only thing that survives the apocalypse, money is going to be the least of your problem.
What was the name of the last book of the Bible? It's now turned into a zebra. Right, we need some hills in the background. What was the last book of the Bible? It was in the quiz yesterday.
Whoa.
Revelations.
Revelation.
And I wasn't even in the quiz.
Whoa.
At least the last canonical one.
Just wanted to smoke it. I don't like bluffing.
It's grey.
Green hills,
I'm gonna help you.
and they're covered in sheep, so they're...
The sheep are there, they're white.
yes. Yeah. I mean, the hills are covered in sheep. This is why they're so white.
There should be something behind that ridge, right? Every ridges have something behind it. Brown.
You should ask Florian, but I'm not an artist.
So you keep saying.
So I'm going to keep reminding people.
I'm not sure they need reminding.
Okay, what else can I do here? There's some greeny stuff coming down.
We need to properly annotate this, then we can use it as a training set for sarcasm detection.
And the sky should be blue, right? It's a nice pale.
Well, I mean, you can make it more realistic and use the grey.
But this is an Irish church. I will not get the job as a TV artist.
Well, I mean, green.
Right, let's get something in. Let's get something into the field.
But it's already full of sheep.
But some of the sheep have been eating some of the grass, right?
My turn.
It needs that kind of.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a very crowded field.
The sheep need
Like
heads.
packed with... No, they're all putting
If
the...
I put in sheep heads, will I ruin this picture?
Yes. They're no, they're all having their heads down, happily grazing.
The sheep have a strange bit of pie about them, right?
Yes,
That's a particularly large one. That's a sheepdog.
there's a sheepdog. Okay.
Apparently I'm writing in Japanese here.
Yeah, that I was going to say something to that nature, but then again I don't speak Japanese, so, and I also don't read Japanese, so I wouldn't know.
The church needs to be grey. Look at this. Oh, wow.
Oh, look, shading.
Still enough rays.
Which way is the sun shining?
I mean, you can just say, well, this is a slightly cloudy, overcast sky, so you only get diffuse illumination.
You just get diffuse illumination. Illumination.
There's no diffuse illumination. There's no direct lighting. There's no specular highlights.
Fantastic.
2 out of the 3 terms of the traditional Phong illumination model are set to 0.
I think this is probably... oh, I need a 3 or 2. It's winter time, right?
Do you need a 3 or a 2?
I need 2 or 3 trees.
Ah, so 6. What tree is this?
A yew.
A yew tree.
Yes.
But I'm not a tree.
It's any kind of a tree that makes sense to be a tree. Look at that. This is a perfect tree. There's some trees here.
Why are those trees planted this closely?
They're at the other side of the bridge. And there wasn't much space because, see, the bridge is quite small. And there's a car.
It's on the other side of the bridge. So you mean behind the bridge?
Let's get some trees
on the
hill.
fields.
Trees in the hill.
Yeah. They're all planted in a neat row. Why is this tree a different color though?
Because this tree is an evergreen.
Ah. Evergreens don't usually. Yes, exactly. This is this also? Again, I don't read Japanese, but
it's Kansai trees.
This is what?
Kansai trees.
If you say so.
There we go. I'm done. I'm done.
Artist.
Anything more, it's going to get ruined.
Artist rendition. Now we need to sign it. Yes.
Curly.
It's 2024.
Done. My work here is done. Tree. You'll never have this much fun again.
That sounds ominous.
This was fun. This was a fun event.
And it's not even over yet. We haven't set the pudding on fire.
We will set the pudding on fire, and hopefully just the pudding on fire.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Good. I'm happy.
That is good. Workshop.
It wasn't a complete disaster. Workshop! Workshop!
all in. Yeah, it's
Let's do
workshop.
all in. Let's do all in. Let's see what
Yeah, let's do all in. You want?
Okay.
Workshop time.
Great job.
Is the dishwasher currently available? And does it accept new input? Ah yes.
Okay, you're allowed to have a 3-minute break before the workshop. Okay.
Warte mal, Luca, lass das gleich offen, dann gehen wir das Zeug ein. Wenn wir noch 3 Minuten Zeit haben, dann schalten wir nochmal ein, weil sonst ist er wieder blockiert.
Should we do the workshop at the table or on the couches?
Depends on.
For the workshop.
Summarise yesterday's workshop, make a plan for Castle 2 and figure out the grand challenge. No, the hack club.
Also, what was on the agenda at some point?
I can't remember.
Yes,
But it was something along the lines of that.
this is why I'm trying to tell you, trying to remind you of the agenda.
What was on the agenda?
That was also supposed to think of future possible directions for the existing challenges, as i.e. VBS and LSC.
Okay.
How, and I mean, we already touched on some of this during some of the discussion.
This is fine.
And it's I mean, it's too late to implement. To implement some of these things for VBS 25.
Or LSE 25.
Well, it depends, right? If it's modifications to task types, this might not.
To the task types then, see what we're doing. Okay, fine. Let me get my laptop.
Workshop people.
Workshop people?
Worship.
Are you
comma,
looking for workshop people, or
Worship.
are you?
Pause. People.
Also workshop people.
Yeah, worship people.
It's all the
Worship people.
technically all the people here are supposed to be workshop people.
Workshop people, right?
The workshop people are supposed to be in the workshop. This is
And where are
generally
we gonna do the workshop? Here.
Is the
right?
people
either here or there.
couches?
You can just set the agenda by picking a location to sit down,
You have to talk.
and then hope that you are setting a trend.
It's not a Christmas
Your camera is not.
cake, but
No.
it's a
This is
chocolate.
on.
Belgian chocolate pudding for some reason.
It's not. It's not recording. Now it is recording.
That one's
Oh.
better than yours.
You're recording. You're doing fine.
Yeah, I am. I know that.
Oh, this glass is not deep enough.
Oh.
You mean it's not?
The
Well, I
coat
mean,
holder.
I can
It's
put
pro.
it in.
It's not tall enough.
It's yes,
So you mean you can put it in, but you can't take it out?
yes.
At least not without making a mess.
Well, I mean, if I had a straw, I could probably. Get
Yes.
that out.
Do we have straws?
It's, oh
Yep.
yeah, I need tea.
What do we even have? What? Sorry. Yes.
I need tea. Yes.
Tea.
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 One of the best letters.
It's a very useful letter.
Tea.
Yes.
Which is pronounced weirdly by the Irish.
What do they say?
The letter T or the.
The letter T. So either they don't say it,
So
or
they just say E.
E, or it becomes something like a sh-ish, like
She.
like
She, her.
dash, the dash,
The dash.
like the D-A-R-T, but it's pronounced
I'm confused.
the dash.
I'm confused.
Getching.
Ah.
I don't. Now I don't get it.
Did you get? Did you get?
It's.
I can't say it.
It's. We
I can't
probably.
say it, but it sounds like a
Well, you need to
That was
let the
agricultural
blah, 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 blah. You need to let the tea steep for a bit. It's probably
Yeah,
getting.
but I still had some tea concentrate
You're
from
getting very
the
weak tea.
leftovers in the teapot.
Getching.
Table or couches?
I mean, it depends. Currently, apparently,
Alright, fine,
the initial
table.
trend is going towards table. But if now enough people are moving to the couch,
No,
you
it's
might
fine,
still be
then-
able to shift the sentiment.
Then I
Fine, I'll get my glass from the couch. Does anyone have a straw?
Yes. I'm freshly out.
I need
You heard 3-minute break and he's disappeared.
Yeah,
tea.
ran off.
Who?
Stefan.
Ah.
Sorry?
keep the jacket over just in case because might get cold with the time.
Yes, we can just aus den Augen, aus dem Sinn. There we go.
What?
Hmm.
What? What is that?
How?
Oh!
Oh!
The beam!
This is the.
Oh no, we have evidence.
Fixed it. It's at least as good as it was before.
I'm gonna sit here.
This is a high quality building.
It is a building. There's not much. Yes, but it's almost. It's done in the sense of there's almost no tea left.
No,
No, but someone
You don't
was
want tea?
cooking- someone
I'll
was
wait
cooking
for the
fresh tea.
water to boil.
But there's still tea in this.
It's just hot.
It is. Is it what?
Yes,
Is it
it's hot.
hot? It is.
hot.
It is warm at the very least. You don't want it? Then I'm gonna sacrifice.
Oh, it's not that bad, but I really don't want lukewarm tea.
It is not lukewarm. It is.
It is at least door warm.
What?
Not lukewarm, but anyways.
What?
I've just made an assumption about etymology.
Okay. I'm not a linguist, but
Clearly neither am I.
You're not a comedian eater.
I never claimed to be.
No, I don't mean you, I mean him.
Ah.
Wait, what do I eat?
Should we do that after lunch? That's the only challenge
Yes,
we have
yes.
today, right?
Such a shame. The edible gold dot.
It is actually being absorbed, though somewhat slowly.
Ah, okay.
Why don't we just stop the talking before the workshop starts, and then we can continue with whatever we were doing.
So what will we do?
So,
What is on the
hackathon.
agenda?
The hackathon, I think.
A bunch of things.
Okay, you can start saying that to
Well,
people so people can start
You have to
St-
repeat the thing you say. If you say that now.
Yeah, somebody needs to take notes because otherwise nobody will ever know what was discussed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're
If
right.
we only had video recordings.
If we only had a...
Only there was some kind of record. Some kind of record.
Yes, apparently none of us are comedians.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, Diana, I think your camera is a bit high.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we just dumping more tea bags into the same pot? It's just...
Where are you
Very
looking right
strong
now?
tea.
Because
It's
now
gonna-
it looks like you're looking directly at me, but
Yeah,
actually a
I
little bit up. So still turn further, further.
Up.
No, down.
Down.
Yes. Okay.
Hackathon.
yeah.
I've never been in a hackathon before, so I have no idea.
I've never
what
been at the
people
conference
do.
hackathon.
Do people do?
I think most people have never been at the conference hackathon because conference hackathons are a rather rare occurrence. So we're gonna blaze new trails.
Is it? Does it start at the conference or beforehand, or?
I guess the current plan would be to do it before the conference, as in the weekend before.
I don't think there is a good chance of because you
Because
will
doing
need
it-
at least one entire day, maybe
Yeah.
even two,
Yeah, 2 days.
and doing that during the conference will mean people miss half of the conference. So
Yes,
that
and the
won't work.
people who actually come for the conference probably will not want to do that.
So.
But I mean, this is this is logistics. This is to be.
Okay.
Where
I mean,
So the important question is, how long is it?
Yeah.
The
How
hackathon?
long is it?
2 days,
2 days.
probably.
And
48 hours or something.
is this like a regular hackathon? Do we? Okay, it doesn't matter. Most people
It's
will not
it's
sleep,
probably
won't
like an
sleep.
irregular hackathon.
Yes. So, what do we expect to be a reasonable amount of work or reasonable challenge for 2 days? To have something that you can actually present and show.
I mean, I wouldn't put a concrete challenge.
Yes,
because we
that's
have
up
a challenge.
that's
I
up
would-
for that's up to the people who actually want to.
Yeah.
Oh, then what do we have to discuss about
I mean, the
hackathon?
question is probably if we topically, like Cal was talking about, some health-related thing, if you want to guide it into that direction, or I mean, the simplest thing is like do something interesting with the data in 48 hours. That's like the most general thing you can ask.
I would still give some examples of topics that
Okay.
people could work on, and then I would have a call for participation, as in a sign-up thing, and you can propose
Exactly. Yeah.
projects, and then people can maybe even a two-stage kind of thing, as in there's if you want to propose a topic, that's the first deadline, and if you want to sign up for any topic, that's the second. There's a registration deadline, and then we can facilitate this somehow.
Yeah.
We have a workshop chair. We have a hackathon chair who is very well versed in running game jams. So I assume much of this is going to translate over. Does he know what he got himself into, or?
No, but one question. So you don't want to give concrete topics or tasks?
Just examples.
Yeah.
Because, for example, the labeling would be really.
We start with
But I
our
think the labeling is not really. It's not so exciting.
I would probably.
It's helpful for us.
It's helpful,
Yes,
but
I mean, I would probably phrase the whole thing around data augmentation and data exploration.
yeah, yeah.
So any topic that people will want to work on should be at least one of those things.
Okay.
So
Ideally both.
Yeah. So, for example, something as we discussed that goes into the direction of 3D reconstruction,
Mhm.
or things like that. That
So
I could very well imagine. Yeah, like you do a point cloud you can walk through, or you do Gaussian splats, or
That
whatever.
would be nice. Yeah.
That, for example, I can
Yeah.
imagine would be a nice.
I mean, I guess with real-time Gaussian splatting technology these days, you can probably do some very fancy 40-point cloudy reconstruction-y things, and have virtually rendered perspectives and things like that.
Yeah.
But also, you can from the health perspective, you can say, okay, how well is the posture of the people around here,
Yeah,
right? Because you
yeah,
can do
yeah.
skeleton back projection and things like that. So there's probably a lot of very interesting things.
Yeah.
And now suddenly everybody, everybody sits
Are not helping.
sits much straighter. Right, things like that. So this is really more of a what the call document is supposed to look like, and I guess the easiest.
Hangover detection.
No, nobody would ever be hungover.
No.
Who releases the ground truth? I mean, the question is, what do we want the people to put into a topic proposal? How concrete do we want it to be? How do we judge it?
Not too concrete, I would say.
Yeah.
I think it should have a somewhat concrete goal, as in what would the team want to have at the end of these 48 hours or however long this is actually going to be, because they're supposed to present their insights in a 10-minute slot or however long we will find.
Just a second. When would the topic be proposed? Way ahead, on the spot?
So I guess for organizational purposes, we would probably have a call for topics, as in early enough. Send us a one-page topic proposal that lists what would be the outcome, what would be the technologies,
If
what
they
would
haven't
be
seen,
the...
the data. and
Well,
if
by
they
that time the data should be out.
Yeah, but if they didn't see the data,
No, they
didn't
have-
have chance to talk to any of us, you can put the data, but people are not going to really understand what is there, and
No, so
they
you
would
need to
assume.
make the call well in advance so that
Yeah.
they check it out. And
Yeah.
so. But
Yeah, so but I mean we need to put out the data for the challenge anyway.
Yeah.
So the call for hackathon projects, the deadline for the call for hackathon projects needs to be quite a bit later, so people who have the chance to actually look into this, but still early enough that then topics can be sanity checked, can be put on the website, and then people can sign up for the hackathon and say, I would be interested in working on this and this and this topic.
Well, what time frame do you think is meaningful? Probably February, at least, right? It should be.
I
out.
mean, we will have to see how quickly we can actually get all of this out. This needs to go out sometime within the first quarter of 25. The earlier the better. But before the end of March. We might be able to announce it and give some insights earlier, and then say, okay, you get some bits and
Wait a
pieces.
second, I don't get it. If I may just, like you took March, normally submission for regular papers is beginning of April, like
Yes.
it's gonna be 7 or something.
Yes,
Um,
but this can be much later.
yeah, totally. But you are talking about a March, April as a deadline for what
The
related to
call
hackathon?
for proposers.
topic
so
proposals.
we will
What's
chronologically.
the deadline gonna be?
Yeah, so chronologically
There's no paper with a hackathon.
no, but so chronologically there's things happening in order. That first the data set goes out, because we also need that for the challenge. Then there's going to be a call for hackathon project proposals that is going to happen sufficiently after this, so people actually had a chance to look into this. Afterwards, there's going to be a brief review period of these topic proposals to see, is this actually something that we think, or whoever thinks is feasible to do within the time and resources that we can make available for this. And then there's going to be every project will have a lead, a proposer who then commits to actually be there and take part. And then other people can sign up, and there's probably going to be some limited quantity of slots, and we will have to figure out how many slots we can actually facilitate for this. But there's going to be at least a few weeks between the call for projects and the call for participation. Even the even the signing up for the hackathon is just part of the conference registration, right? So this can be even later. And then at some point, we won't have the option of 500 people signing up for this, but there's not going to be 500 people who want to sign up for this, right? So it's probably more of a problem to make it sufficiently broadly known that everybody who might be interested actually knows about this early enough so they could actually take part.
Yeah, it's not something people will look for. Because
I have a question, sorry. No, because Karel said there is no paper. Are you sure?
We've never done a hackathon before, right?
But what is the motivation then for people to attend? Because they,
Price?
but they need some paper for funding the travels. That's what I see.
Yeah, in many universities, especially our Asian community, you've seen even the opposite. Sometimes people get a paper accepted, but they don't even appear at the conference.
Yes, the assumption is that there is already a paper at the conference.
ACM, look, they wouldn't let us put LSC papers through regular proceedings. Right? They won't let us put a hackathon paper which is describing a yet to be built system that does something true.
Just a second, maybe another one. Let's kind of go back, because there are some other. It's not BNI. Like I'm just talking what kind of tracks have generally later deadlines. BNI has it later, okay, but it's not BNI. Unless we tell everybody, oh, your thing has to be brave, which is not going to happen. Demos, so we could actually make this ACM multimedia really kind of full of.
Yes, but I mean, just from a logistical point of view, what we
Close this thing or
No.
because
You can sit there.
No, so logistically,
because something is blowing to my back.
It's your car, so you can sit there.
I'm quite happy.
You want to go? He wanted to go green on account of the other people.
Yeah. So what we could do is say, look, every team who actually manages to do a project and to present the project gets a short paper in a hackathon companion proceedings.
Yeah, like a
but this would be similar to a workshop. It's its own proceedings. Mm-hmm. It's associated with MM, but it's not in the MM proceedings, because the paper submission would then be 4 weeks after the conference.
So I can tell you. Another thing, I've been organizing workshops at MM.
Mm-hmm.
More than once, I think. Yes, more than once. Most recently.
Be careful with this. I already ripped out some stuff and had to put it back together.
Why can't we close it actually?
Because
with the charging cable. Karel is charging his car with the energy taken from our bodies.
We're doing as fast as we dare.
Yes.
Just keep on moving on.
It's as fast. How many kilowatts has gone in?
Kilowatt hours. It's not the. How many joules?
So I talked to a taxi driver. The guy was driving me in Amsterdam, and I just asked him. He bought this
40.
hybrid,
It says
but
40?
not
40
plug-in
kilowatt
hybrid.
hours, yeah.
And I was like,
No,
oh, did
was it
you ever
4.0,
try
right?
fully kind of electric?
Oh,
He
yeah,
was like,
you're right.
yeah, I bought a Mercedes.
Fine.
I said, what will
Sorry,
happen then?
I didn't realize that
was like-
it's 4.40.
In the
40
Netherlands,
was
you're fine. You
just
have
the number
everywhere to
behind the
charge.
digit.